Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner Classic Less Known Classics. This is episode number 1962 and episode number 1856. I have roughly one DC trade and one Image trade. First up is the second and final trade for Constantine the Hellblazer. This book contains issue 713 of this short-lived series. Written by Mike Doyle and James IV. Now, these issues here are noteworthy for a few things. Number one, basically appearance by Swamp Thing. Yes, Swamp Thing. Oh, and despite the fact you see John Constantine wear this jacket, look like his classic trench coat. No, he at times basically looked like early on he was wearing the Rikosuko, and eventually later on he, puts on that political trench coat. We also experience about Papa Midnight, and also Deadman pops in the story. Yes, frickin' Deadman. And these issues are also noteworthy for one big thing. The first post-Flash appearance of Necron, which I did mention him in the Midnight review, when I reviewed the Midnight Complete Collection. This is basically his first appearance. By the way, Georgia Snow herself does not really appear in the story at all. Riley Ruspo is still the artist of these issues. Yeah, but he's the main artist. We also have Trevor Foreman, Eric Dobbin, Brandon Level, and John Silver. The cover art is done by Riley Ruspo. Now, Necron himself, there's also a bit of, one point in the book, you have John Constantine run into a couple lesbians. Yeah, seriously. You're probably thinking, what does Necron look like in his debut appearance? Oh, yeah, by the way, this is Necron when he first shows up. He looks like this. Yeah, for some reason, that's frickin' Necron. Yeah, and also they have where John Constantine is relationship with a guy. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then, of course, the book ends very odd. No, 13 issues, really? But the series was relaunched as The Hellblazer, which I have reviewed. But this book's actually pretty good. I give this book a 9.5 out of 10. Oddly enough, there is no appearances here by Georgia Snow. Nope, she's nowhere to be seen. It's like after the first story, she's dropped from the series. It's almost like they plan to do more based on reading the issues, but probably due to DC Rebirth, that got axed in place with The Hellblazer, which is the name of the comic book. And it's weird though, 2 comic book series in a row we have featuring Swamp Thing appearing. Yep. Deadman was quite interesting as well, but here's the thing. Despite the fact this is going on, there's no major Justice League Dark at all in these issues. Nope, we just have appearances by those characters. Well, I think Santana does pop up briefly in the series, but that's it. My final thoughts of the series, it's not that bad of a series per se. It's just that basically it's not exactly a very memorable series. People think of John Constantine. Not as awesome as the previous Constantine book that came before this one, which lasted 23 issues, shockingly. This lasted for 13 issues. It's not really a terrible series per se. It's just that it's a very underrated series. It's not a series people talk about comes to John Constantine. So basically, John Constantine, you might think, okay, I read 3 straight ongoing series, and what else do I have to talk about? Well, Hellblazer, the original comic, the John Constantine the Hellblazer brief series of Stand Magic, Stand Universe, and the series of miniseries. That's simply it for him. Okay. So, moving on to the very next trade, which we have Spawn Omega. Which basically, this story here has returned to the Omega Spawn. You're thinking, Omega Spawn, isn't that Al Simmons? Well, not really. There's new Omega Spawn here. This book does contain issues 308 to 315, roughly at least 8 issues in this trade here. The cover is done by Greg Capullo, and the interior artwork is mostly done by Carla Barari, Ken Lashley, and Jim Munez. The chipper cover is by Greg Capullo and Tom McFarlane. Does the inking here. Basically, kind of in the wave of this book, you can kind of think of this book as laying the groundwork for I think it's overall about 3 spin-off books they have published right now for him, which is Scorched, Gunslinger Spawn, and King Spawn. That's mostly put what these issues are. It's not the end of the series per se, mostly just lay the groundwork for those issues. Because Gunslinger Spawn pops up here, Scorched. King Spawn does not really know. But I do find these issues to be really cool and really interesting. Tom However does a great job with these issues. And yeah, I give this book roughly a 9.5. I think it's really good. Can't discuss more. Swamp Thing. Not Swamp Thing. Spawn. Yep. Now, here's the weird thing though. This trade, I actually went and got this trade. It was the most recent trade my local comic shop had of Spawn. Yeah, this came out just this year alone. Yeah, this just came out roughly I think like just a couple years ago, I think it was. There could be reasons why Telegram probably delay releasing this trade, I don't know, but still gonna pick up Spawn. Yep. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it, stick review. And that's gonna be a video tonight because I got other stuff to do tonight, so excuse me. So tomorrow, you get reviews for both free because I basically read the book for. Excuse me. Girlfriend, great job with Defeated, and case closed. The subject that My Hero Academic is coming out tomorrow for dub. Same for Sunday. Yep. But yeah, so until I see you tomorrow. Bye.